Right. I use two different decks, so if cards repeat, that literally signifies that the energy is potent right there. You have the Five of Swords upright, and then you have the Five of Swords reverse. Literally, this whole time, the message is, why the fuck are you so worried about the energies that basically play out when somebody is sending you the evil eye, or maybe somebody's sending you something negative, when you're so divinely protected that the universe will literally take care of this for you, right? If you're currently having conflict with a past partner, a family member, or a friend, just know that the universe will protect you from this. The universe basically will solve this for you. There is no reason to carry a heavy conflict that you're not supposed to deal with. Let these people be stuck in those toxic ass energies, because just know that the one that's going to come out victorious will be you. Let's dive in, cabrones. Welcome to your reading with yours truly, Noé El Tero Vaquero. Okay? If you guys know who I am, you guys already know who I am, but let's specifically see what's currently going on with your energy and what the universe, God, spirit, whoever you believe in, wants you to know regarding anything that you're currently going through, okay? As of now, I ask you to please let me into energy of my colectivo. Let me into energy of my colectivo. Please let me into energy of my colectivo. Please let me into energy of my colectivo. As of now, ¿qué está pasando en tu energía? What's currently happening within their energy, and what does my collective need to know regarding your situation, regarding anything? You have the right to a victory. Nine of Cups, derecho a la victoria. Seven of Cups, el pensamiento. So you have been in your head a lot about what's going to happen in your reality, or if somebody did you dirty, if somebody did you wrong, you want to specifically know whether you're actively going to be able to become better, be better, or win in that specific situation in some form of way. Especially because we do have the Seven of Cups and then we do have the Nine of Cups. So a lot of you guys have also been daydreaming a lot. Daydreaming a lot. If we are dealing with an individual, if we are talking about an individual, then you're in the military. You're in the military, or they're in the military, or the military could be very significant because we do have the military right here. I like these cards because they're like a mix of Oracle and a mix of Tarot, right? And then you have the Knight of Swords. So you definitely have been in your head a lot about a specific situation or a specific person or a specific individual, right? If not, you have been in your head a lot about how life is going to play out, what your future needs to look like, and exactly what you need to create or exactly what you need to build. And that's being shown right here with the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Swords, right? So I definitely do want you to be very much so well aware of that, or I definitely want you to acknowledge that you are prone to have a victory, or you're meant to have some sort of argument, or you're meant to have some sort of conflict where you're actually gonna come out on top. Right? And if this has to do with a person, this has to do with an individual, you are being asked to be very patient, get out of your head, and don't really let these situations bother you as much as you think they're bothering you or have power over you. Right? With the Knight of Swords reverse, I do feel like some of you guys could be actively thinking about maybe talking to multiple people and having like a hot girl fucking summer. That's what's coming out for me. Like, some of you guys want to have a hot girl summer, but at the same time, I also do feel like you could even be craving communication or some form of answers from a specific person or a specific option. The Seven of Cups and the Knight of Swords, but with the Nine of Cups, the cards are basically telling you, as long as you basically stay in your power, as long as you basically stay in your fulfillment and your own specific area of fulfillment, you're going to be able to be satisfied, and that's how the universe wants you to win, or that's how the universe wants you to be on top of things in your energy. Right? We also do have the Ace of Wands upright. So a lot of you guys are craving a desire for a new beginning, or a lot of you guys are craving new beginnings that bring forth desire, that bring forth passion, that bring forth fulfillment. It's like you no longer want to be stuck in an energy where there's no fulfillment whatsoever, or things just don't feel fulfilled at all. Right? So I don't doubt that right now you are in a specific energy where you kind of want to cut out everything toxic, or you don't want to be dealing with toxicity, you don't want to be dealing with negativity. So you're definitely more in a state of mind where you want things to kind of work out for yourself more, right? Going back to this Knight of Swords, I will read this Knight of Swords as another energy. I do want to put this Knight of Swords as another energy. The more that you find fulfillment for yourself, the more that you feel satisfied within yourself, someone is going to feel very conflicted if they don't already feel conflicted, because we do have the Five of Swords, and then we also do have the Knight of Swords right here, and then we also have the word duelo, which signifies duel. Duel, a fight. And I literally just said that you're going to come out victorious. That's crazy. Duelo. Search it up. Spanish word for fighting, a duel. With the Knight of Swords and with the Nine of Cups, the underlying energy of becoming victorious, becoming on top, becoming a winner, definitely winning a battle. So if you're wondering whether who's going to come out on top, you or them, it's most likely going to be you. We're going to see exactly how and why, but just know that what's coming through right now is that the individual that you were dealing with, whoever you were dealing with, no matter if it's a friend, a cousin, a family member, or even a lover, you are meant to come out more victorious than them, and you're meant to find more fulfillment because of the way that you are purifying your energy, or the way that you are purifying yourself, basically. Right? So just know that right now you are currently going through a transition period where you are actively cleaning yourself out from negative things, situations that honestly don't bring you enough fulfillment, and you're actively cleaning your soul, you're actively cleaning yourself, right? What the fuck? What the fuck? And then we have the Justice. We have the Justice and we have the Nine of Cups victory, la justicia. So if you're wondering whether you're going to come out victorious for whatever somebody did to you, just know that you're going to come out on top. Just know that we do have angels, spirits, whoever you believe in, kind of like balancing the situation out for you, or balancing the situation the way that it needs to be balanced. And just know that if you have been wondering whether you're going to like find fulfillment or have something better after this, I definitely do think that you are, right? And one thing that I do want to point out is that having the Chariot reverse right here, it's called El Odio Africano, specifically in this tarot deck, which does signify somebody being upset, somebody losing control, somebody not knowing what's to come for them. If we were to connect this to the individual that you were dealing with or the people that you are dealing with, no matter what situations you're actively going through, you're going to have a winning streak. You're going to have something that does kind of feel foundational, does feel fulfilling, does feel actively good within your own energy or good within yourself. Right? So having El Odio Africano right here, Knight of Swords, Five of Swords Five of Swords upright, I would want to say that you do have people in your energy that are feeling a little bit upset, a little bit angry over the fact that you're going to come out victorious in situations that they themselves cannot come out victorious in, or situations that they actively started. And that's personally what's bothering them. But people don't realize how protected you are, how divinely shielded you are. So when something throws something at you, it might affect you, it might make you feel some sort of way, but eventually you come out victorious, you come out strong, you do come out with a very much so foundational energy, right? And this honestly will ricochet back, right? And I'm not gonna say that there is witchcraft, because there's no reason for me to say that, but I do want to point out that if you have been feeling very heavy, definitely go get yourself some sort of fucking cleanse. Okay. Right? So I don't doubt that you have some hating ass motherfuckers around your energy that kind of feel upset over the fact that you're going to come out victorious and the plans they had towards you are not quite going the way that they think how they're wanting them to go. Right? So maybe this could be an ex, this could be a family member, but I'm specifically feeling for ex friends and family members. It could also be an ex lover, but just know that you're like, whatever conflict you're having with somebody, you're going to come out victorious, and the universe, spirit is giving you that basic confirmation, right? But again, it's because your energy is being purified. So like if you have been thinking, what the fuck? We have the Five of Swords reverse right now, and we have the Five of Swords upright. This signifies conflict. This signifies conflict being resolved. This signifies that shit is no longer bothering you. That's why I personally like to use two specific tarot decks. Because if two cards repeat, that signifies confirmation for the fucking message, right? And like I'm telling you, it's like, first of all, whatever conflict you're holding on to, whatever feels heavy, there's honestly no reason to feel heavy, because you're eventually going to get this resolved. It's eventually going to resolve itself. It's eventually going to become more peaceful, and it's not something that you personally have to be worried about, because if you worry about how something is going to play out, you're going to give it more power. So the universe definitely does want you to kind of relax, chill, let these toxic energies stay stuck in that specific toxicity, right? It's not something that you want to put up with. It's not something that you want to deal with. And I genuinely like how we do have the Five of Swords upright twice, Why? Because it definitely does signify, it definitely does come out very strongly with like the particular underlying energy of just let things move forward the way that they naturally need to move forward. And you're going to see that you're going to come out victorious with anything that they're currently sending you, or anything that feels naturally heavy. You're going to be the one that's going to find peace in the situation while they're going to stay stagnant in their specific toxic energy. ¿Ok? As of now, mi nombre es Noé, yo soy el Tero Vaquero y se me cuidan cabrones, los amo con todo mi pinche corazón.